Testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Is this thing working? After weight regain, I have been frustrated with the rubber band effect of dieting and unsustainable exercise. I struggle with compulsive exercising and binge eating disorder, both two things that have become worse during COVID quarantine, trapping me in a seemingly endless cycle of loss and gain. Today, as I sit in this body, now at a familiar extra large size, I'm remembering an old me, the feeling of living in a heavier body, and some of my irrational fears from before the time I lost significant weight. Oh, how terrified I was of the thought that I could die in my sleep because of my health. That's a well-founded fear. However, an even crazier thought was that I could die in the middle of my weight loss journey without ever knowing what it was like living in a smaller or healthier body. I could cry at the thought, the tragedy of it all. I can see it now. I'm laying in the bed after a post-workout smoke session, staring at my ceiling, feeling weightless. I know it's because I'm high, but I'm happy to imagine that one day this feeling of weightlessness will be because I've lost over half of my body fat. My thoughts dissolve into a scene. I'm imagining myself jogging with my earbuds in. I happen to glance behind me. I thought I heard a noise. There's someone with a knife chasing me. I try to outrun him. I can't. I always thought I could run for my life. What if I die before I can show off my new slim body? What if a car accident out of my control clips my chapter short one morning on my way to school? Or what if a stray bullet pierces my head one night in the grocery store parking lot? What if? With the knowledge I've gained from drastic weight loss and the overwhelming social approval because of it, I ponder on old fears of dying in a fat body. I was certain I'd leave in my will to be cremated, save my corpse the embarrassment of its stiff double chin being stared at by mourning loved ones. Afraid my fat face would be the last thing anyone remembered. I understand these thoughts now as manifestations of my own fatphobia. My fear of being fat, of fatness. Why else would I think that my own overweight corpse wouldn't deserve to be cried over? Why else would I fear the possibility I'd die without knowing thinness, and then employ every lose weight fast tactic to get to a smaller size as soon as possible? Why was I racing my own death date? I know it sounds crazy, but I know I'm not alone. We all have fears, don't we? We all have a desire to see ourselves cast in the light of social acceptance. It's nice to be reminded of what this bigger body feels like. It's like driving with an old friend and catching up, though I can treat this body better now with my age and wisdom since gained in the 4 years I was smaller. This body, my old friend, I'll soon say goodbye to again as I continue my journey toward a healthier size. Just this time, I'll be much kinder to myself. You're listening to Sabrina, and welcome to Sizing Sabrina. This is not a self-improvement channel. This is a counter-narrative to that. This is a self-kindness channel. This weight loss channel keeps it real. I feature weight loss updates, story times, motivation advice, and sometimes critical commentaries. I uplift blackness here and welcome anyone to commune in the fight for safe, healthy lives, weight-wise and race-wise. Here, wisdom is our top priority. Lose weight with me and gain insight. Losing weight is a journey, so let's take that trip together.